Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the pitch, Sydney Olympic FC and Manley United.
It is a very good afternoon and welcome to Biltmore Sports Ground. It's match week 22 of the NPL Men's New South Wales as Sydney Olympic host Manley United in a game that is important for both sides. You look at the ladder thinking, they're both mid-table sides, but today the winner of this game can pretty much confirm their place into the 2025 season. Looking forward to this one. Nicholas Kickoff with you. We'll go through the lineups, starting off with Sydney Olympic. Their starting 11, Noah James is the number 1. In 2, Peter Politis. 5, Ziggy Gordon. In 6 is Jack Simmons. 7, 8 rather, Sam McElhatton. In 11, Adam Parkhouse. 12, Zach Zoricic. In 14, Michael Varkas, William Match in 15, Abraham Marjok in 17, and Roy O'Donovan in 99, the starting 11 for Sydney Olympic. Now for Manley United, and take note, we've only got 10 players listed on our team at the moment. We've got as follows: 1, Levi Kay. In 3, Kieran Paul, or 2 rather, Kieran Paul. 3 is Zach Spilagoy. In 4 is Jesse Perez. In 7, Peter Kakaris. In 9, Benjamin Coop. 11, Connor Rose. In 18, Alan Aganovich. In 25, it's Rocco Pelle. And in 39, Stefano Rosello. So we'll confirm in a moment the 11th player for Manley. As I said, the team list that came through a few minutes ago did only list the 10 players in the starting side. Our referee in charge is Rebecca Mackey. Looking forward to seeing how she'll go with this one. Patrick Telecki and Blake Eastwood, our assistants. We're not far away from kickoff. As I said, this is a very vital game for both sides. As I said, the winner of this game can pretty much confirm their place into the 2025 NPL men's season. The Olympics, home ground, Biltmore Sports Ground. Looking forward to this one. And we are nearly right for a kickoff. Time on, we are underway. Manley wearing the white strip today, defending the right of screen. Kakaris has possession against his old club. One by Sam McElhatton. Works it up the middle. Marjok works it to the right. Varkas dispossessed. Goes back to Sam McElhatton, who spears it across. Couldn't get onto it initially in Adam Parkhouse. Ball will be worked back to the left, but nobody in position for Olympic. Played on by Belcardi. Now it's time for Manley to surge. Down this left side, Peter Kakaris. Was taken down the challenge by William Much. Nothing in that according to the referee, Rebecca Mackey. The ball goes back to Noah James. Big news during the week for Sydney Olympic. Of course, Jaden Casella and George Timotheou have left the club midweek and joining the club and on the bench today. To note, Michael Glassick, he'll be wearing the number 4 on the bench for Sydney Olympic. As Kakaris gives away the foul. Challenge of Michael Varkas. A couple of yards halfway on this western side. Very much to play it short. McElhatton boots it. On possession again, McElhatton quickly to Marjok, right side. Couldn't find the target, Varkas. Back from Pellet. Gunovich spearing it across. Spilagoy be spinning around, and he goes back to Levi Kay. Naganovich again. Levi Kay, Spilagoy. Boots it over halfway. Manley a chance. Pele back inside. Working it forward again was Incoop. Ball comes back to the left to Kikaris. Kikaris crosses it in. McElhatton in position. Ball comes back to Pele. Play does continue. Belcardi has control. Belcardi again. Works it back inside. Rosello touches off Coop. Oh, here we go. Here we go. A yellow card's going to be given as well. You can't believe it, Ziggy Gordon. Rebecca Mackey made the call straight away. I was watching Benjamin Coop as he was calling for the handball against Olympic. And in the opening couple of minutes, we've got a big situation. Yeah, he's got the hand up. Ziggy Gordon. Coop, as I said, called it straight away. The penalty called by Rebecca Mackey, but Coop was pointing straight away at it. And a chance for Manly United to get the goal to make it 1-0. It will be Peter Kikaris. A chance against Noah James. Noah, the Newcastle youth product. Peter Kikaris against his old club. Special would be to get a goal against Olympic. Doesn't matter how. Kikaris moves in. 1-0. And that's the start Manly wanted away from home. What about that? Peter Kikaris. Oh, he's just waiting for a mate. And his mates arrive. Leaning on the corner flag. But there's still plenty of time in this one. We've only had 4.5. 1-0, Manly lead. Sydney Olympic.
Peter Kikaris. Scoring 0, and United 1.
So it's Belcardi that's starting. As noted. Belcardi. It's actually quite funny. I only realised that as the flag is out, the flag is up saying the ball went out. Funny, I was calling Belcardi, I'm going, who's the 11th player? Because they had Belcardi listed on the bench. We'll go through benches shortly. And I'm trying to work it out. And, well, I've worked it out. I've been calling for the last couple of minutes. Oh, how the brain operates. Belcardi was looking for the ball, couldn't find him. McElhatton played it up the middle. No foul called, and Manley will work it backwards. Raganovic has it. This is intriguing here, how Manly play for the next couple of minutes as Olympic get the foul. Olympic last week, of course, their game against Apia was postponed. A later date to be determined. The game was scheduled to be played at Cogra. The week prior, Olympic had a 1-1 draw here at Belmore against Sutherland. They're currently playing at the moment to Sutherland, down 1-0 against Sydney United 58. We'll go through what's happening in the moment. The competition's much works it on. Marjock looks the cross in. Oh, good header away. And as I said, that's the defensive structure for Manly. Yeah, it may be a corner, but still. They know how important the next 15 minutes is. As Olympic try to get the equaliser. But that ball to Marjock, who tries to get a cross in. And Svilagoy gets the header away. As McElhatton crosses it in. Touches off Manley, comes down. Ball's going to be pursued back to McElhatton, who cuts back on the inside of Pele. Does Rose as well. Crosses it in. The ball is tapped back. The shot wasn't overly great first time. Now Varkas crosses it in. It's a chance again. McElhatton can't squib it across. At the end, Olympic have still got another chance. Roy O'Donovan, can he get himself in a better spot? He can't, loses possession, and running away with it is Ben Coop. Well, Manly, they'll be happy there to get out of that Barney rubble. Olympic were really penetrating and penetrating and penetrating. So now the hosts in possession. Ziggy Gordon. Michael Hatton, who's been an impact so far for Olympic, chips it up, goes past Parkhouse, and goes out for a goal kick. The benches for both sides. First of all, Sydney Olympic. It is Chris Parsons in 20, the sub-goalkeeper. Oliver Pufflet, Darcy Burgess, Ten Quayle, Yanni DePizio, and as I mentioned, Michael Glassick. And for Manly United, their bench, Anthony Carreras is the sub-goalkeeper. Saxon Hillier, Joey Fox, Miguel Bowser, Blake Bumblejay, and Oliver Burden. So that's the benches for both sides. As mentioned, we've had some matches this afternoon. Currently, Sydney United 58 lead Sutherland 1-0. That game at Seymour Shore. Last night, Marconi having a big win against Sydney FC, 4-0. Rockdale Illiton. That definitely hurts Sydney FC in a massive way. Looks like the promotion relegation game could be well on the cards for them as Michael Hatton was taken down. A card's going to be given. Mackie. She's got it. She has given that card to Ben Coop. He's in the book. Ziggy Gordon also in the book today. Just to note as well, those games in progress, 9 minutes gone, Mariners 0, Spirit 0. And today, Wollongong defeated Wanderers 2-0. Great job by Eric Subiano, who's called the opening games of the weekend. I think he's back tomorrow calling some NPL women's action at Cromer Park. Does a very good job, Eric. There's Gordon, works it deep. March in position. March crosses it in. Oh, it's a chance, but still a chance for Parkhouse, but couldn't really get onto the end of it. They're building, that's the key thing out of that, as all on the counter. Manley nearly had a chance, but went out of his box. Noah James. There's Marjok. It's been called back. Manley possession. Conditions at the moment, it's not cold yet. It's a nice evening, actually. It's been an overcast day around Sydney. I tell you now, this morning it was gorgeous. The sun was out, and then you could see as the day wore on, oh no, the clouds are coming. It feels like every Saturday for the last 3 months, it's been raining and raining and raining. And I was thinking, oh, don't tell me it's going to absolutely bucket down, but not the case. It's a clear night at the moment anyway. Probably won't be at about 7:15 when I'm walking back to the car with the gear. There's now Olympic with Michael Hatton working it to the right. At the end, it did touch off Manley's pellet. Michael Vargas will be playing that right side today. Wing, Michael Vargas. As Marshok heads it up. Ball does go out, throw for Manly United. Talk about strips, of course, the Olympic strip always brilliant to look at, that blue jersey. Manly's away kit. I like the white, and the white and red. I like the contrast. Being a jersey fancier, do love talking about jerseys as Peter Politis works it back inside. Now Olympic have a chance to build from the back. It's Siggy Gordon. Now it's Much. Michael Hatton speared out by Bilcardi. Becca Mackey just checking with her sideline official. This western side of Belmore. Fantastic venue. Of course, Olympic playing some of their home games this year at Cogra. Looking forward to getting out there in a few weeks. As couldn't get the cross on in much. Did touch off Olympic last. So it will be a goal kick to Manley. Manley, by the way, last week, big win against the Central Coast Mariners 2-0 at Cromer Park. In the week prior, they lost to Rockdale Illidan 4-0 at Illidan. Also to note, the last time these two teams met was earlier this year in round 7. At Cromer Park, it was 2-0 to Sydney Olympic. They'll be looking to get the win again today. Sydney Olympic, who, believe it or not, against Manly at Belmore, don't have the record. They've had 16 games here. 6 wins have been Manly, 5 Olympic, 5 draws. So it's pretty close. Olympic will be looking to square up that ledger today. As the ball goes out for a throw on that far side, Manly having the last touch. So 13 and a half in. Arjok working it to Parkhouse, who works it in. Donovan couldn't get to it, but here's a chance! Oh, geez, he was close. Michael Varkas just couldn't get the flight path to go down, just the touch. Levi K may have saved that if it did go down just a bit more anyway, but still it was a glorious chance. Just watching the ball from Parkhouse in. Donovan couldn't get to it or get a good chance going, but Michael Varkas, be watching him on the right side throughout the evening. It's Levi K nearly committed hairy carry at the back. Manly, they work it forward. It's a shot that's been saved by Noah James, but again, Manly, they're going to be firing those shots. And it wasn't a bad effort too. Ben Koo, who can take a shot from time to time. Peter Kakaris will take this corner. Hope you're enjoying the action. Peter Kakaris, the opening goal scorer of this game, 1-0. It was a penalty. Ziggy Gordon giving it away as Kakaris takes the corner. It's an outswinger. Gunovich couldn't get to it. Svilagoy does play it out, and it will be an Olympic goal kick. So that's the difference in this one. And of course, as I mentioned, we have got 2 games concurrently going on. Mariners 0, Spirit 0 after 15 minutes. And it's Sutherland 0, Sydney United 58-1 after 44. Watching the action coming through from the stadium there. It's like an intriguing game as Olympic. We'll be mindful here as Gunovich is able to squeeze it down this left side. Kakaris has taken down the challenge. Gordon, good work by him. As Varkas goes to Gordon, back to Varkas. Gordon is making a run. O'Donovan's in the middle trying to win it. Svilagoy played it down. O'Donovan, well, I guess he was pressured anyway. And it's good pressure too by Gunovich. But he was trying to get a ball on, but they were trying to race forward Olympic. It's pretty much just eyes up football in that situation. That's the best way of describing it. Probably not a term you'd use in the round ball game, but it was real and truly eyes up there. A real plan as foul goes the way of Manley. A20s game on today to note as well for those who are wanting to find out what happened in the 20s due to making sure this pitch is right to go for tonight. The game was postponed to be played on a later date. Making sure we get games on is very important. Postponements during the year in all levels as Kakaris works it back inside. Zello works it in. Well, Rose has to get to it. He does. He'll cross it in. And it's cleared away by much. And that goes to the northern end, or the train end of the ground. For a second, I thought that was about to go over the netting and onto the rail line. Harris is about to take this in swing at this occasion. Manly players around the 6-yard box, 3 of them to be exact, including Rose. Ball goes to the far post. It's headed the way, I think it was Ziggy Gordon. They got a touch on it. Cardi, another header by Olympic, drops down. Good plan by Rosello to work it in. Gunovich couldn't get to it. McElhatton. Now Olympic look to set up again. McElhatton. Gordon. And on by Politis. Olympic going down the left side. Marjok couldn't get to it. Bilcardi. Manley on the attack again, but Rose couldn't get to it. Goes back to Noah James. Noah is able to work it onto Ziggy. Politis. Back to Ziggy Gordon. And McElhatton goes to William Much. Back inside McElhatton. He's on the run, Varkas. Varkas, oh, nearly. If he didn't play it as much as he did, there was a chance. Marjok did come across, but played out by Pele. Rocco doing a great job there. Cluing it to the southern side of the ground. Now we'll have a corner to be taken by McElhatton. So 19 minutes in. It's 1-0. Sydney Olympic trailing Manley. Opening goal, Peter Kikaris. Off a penalty. McElhatton to take the corner. Played away by Manley. Olympic will get the ball back through Zoricic. Good save. Levi K. Made a good effort. You can see Simmons is getting himself involved. As the ball comes back to Noah James. Haludi, the coach of Olympic. Patrick Svansdijk for Manley. Former A-League players. Good players in their own right. Both standing up at the moment. The coach's area. Parkhouse crosses it in, headed down by Gunovich. Bilcardi couldn't control, played back by McElhatton. Good work, Manley. Again down this left side. This is a chance for them to open up. Elliott, he's got support. He works it deep. He fell over there in the key moment, Coop. He's now trying to work it on with Zoricic. It's won by Manley. This is fascinating now. Parkhouse worked it on. McElhatton. Much. Touches off Manley. Hello getting involved. Cardi and then Marjok played it back to McElhatton, who was able to find Simmons. Zoricic is on the left. And now Parkhouse. Marjok couldn't get to it. Svilagoi, good work by him. There's now Rosello has it. Works it up the line. And he will try to get onto it here. Coop. Pressured Coop. Politis is on him. Coop needs somebody. At the end, it's played out by Peter Politis. So it'll be a throw on that far side, the eastern side of Billboard Sports Ground. Repeating half-time between Sydney United 58 and Sutherland. It is 1-0. And currently, Mariners and Spirit no score after 21. Keeping updated with all the action. NPL New South Wales 2024 men's stylers. Rose crosses it in. Bilcardi will be looking to see what his option will be here. Spears the ball back to Rocco Pele, who will beat Varkas. He'll take a shot himself. Pele! Oh! Geez, that was close again. Very good effort, but again, just didn't dip in the moment he needed it to. But the effort's starting to build. It's a fascinating game here at Belmore Sports Ground. Nicholas Kutniak with you. Hope you are enjoying this on a Saturday evening. Your 5 o'clock game. Night footy as well. Looking forward to the game at 7 p.m. The Great Mulchi will be at Blacktown for City and St George. So they're both City sides, Blacktown City, St George City at 7 p.m. And Apia and St George do battle in about 3 minutes from now. That game kicks off, St George FC. Always get caught up just saying St George. You have to make sure you say the full thing. St George City, St George FC. There's now Parkhouse. Marjok again. Marjok working it back. Deflected. But Simmons had a decent effort. As he couldn't get back to it there, Zuricic. Now Manley looking to set up again. Ball was worked on from Perez. Chasing's Rosello. Ball touches Manley last, so it will be a throw on that eastern side. Farkas wins the challenge against Belcardi. Keras will be looking to get himself involved in the opportunities in the next couple of minutes. Keras losing possession. Forced up the line by Agunovic. Gordon comes back. Politis. Gordon. Politis. Juricic. Politis. And does touch off Olympic last, so it will be a throw. Pressure building by Manley. Leading this game 1-0 for those just tuning in. It was a penalty in the 3rd or 4th minute for Peter Kikeris, who converted. Ball goes out. Olympic couldn't control that. Marjok on that situation. Now Belcardi can't slice it forward. O'Donovan plays it back. McElhatton. And Parkhouse wins out with that. It'll be a throw going Olympics' way. Touching Manley last. Trying to play it forward. Belcardi was taken down. Will this be a card? Yes. No card has been given, to the chagrin of the Olympic fans. Just having a look at the vision coming through of that. And yeah, McElhatton, awkward spot, I suppose. That's the best way of describing that. But a card nonetheless. A call made by Rebecca Mackey. Marjok. Kikeris back. And now a chance. Perez beaten. McElhatton has it on the right. Works it deep again. Probably too deep. Goes out for a throw on this near side. Kikeris. Did touch off Olympic. McElhatton again. Just laughing at the little kid who's being the ball boy. And he smiled when he was able to give the ball to Manley play. He was actually trying to win it now. His mate picks it up. It's great to see the kids involved, both being ball boys. The only thing is they're both right next to each other, so how many times will he win it is going to be the key question. I think he's been told to move back. Only need one ball boy on this side. And he's been told to sit down, enjoy the game. For his touch, he'll be happy. Marjok trying to get onto the end of it. Riccardi was able to spear it across to Rosello, who works it wide. And Rose can't get to this, but it did touch off Olympic glass. I think Zoricic did get a touch on that. Ball goes out. So 1-0 between Sydney Olympic, between Sydney United and Sutherland, I should say. Sydney Olympic trailing 1-0 here against Manley. And the other game that is on at the moment is 0-0 between Mariners and Spirit, called by the great man, Peter Pryor, who was in a band once, probably still is, who knows. Riccardi, as the foul goes the way of Manley. Taken down was Pele. Yeah, the great Peter Pryor does a great job at Plume Park. I remember when I went up there a few weeks ago, everybody was like, "Where's Pete? Where's Pete?" And I'm like, well, he's up north. So I've taken the reins. They love Pete. They really do. He's a lovable man, Peter Pryor, the man of the coast. Riccardi, can he work it back here? Does find Rosello. Beaten the challenge. Marjok. Play as it. Worked on by Paul. Ball comes in. Couldn't find the target. Coop is getting himself involved and trying to get himself in a good position to get those balls. Svilogoy. Now Alan Aganovich. Svilogoy. Perez. One by Simmons. And Olympic will have the foul go their way. Becca Mackey. And he's seen something here as well. He's having a word to Connor Rose. Great to see the A-League officials that we've got in New South Wales coming back to the NPL competitions over the next couple of weeks. They've had their rest, of course. And they come back ready to go. Mackey, one of those. Saw him at Cotsbeck last night doing the line in the game between FC and Marconi. Marconi won that 4-0. Good to see her back. And as I said, all the A-League officials we've got, both in the men's and the women's game. It's always great to see them come back to this level. Got some great officials all over the shop. It doesn't matter whereabouts. Taught well in New South Wales. McElhatton works it in and again touches off Manley, so it'll be take two of the corner from that side of the ground. Peter Kikeris scoring the opening goal of the game. McElhatton. Good work again by Rose. Kikeris up the line. Rose trying to beat Zoricic. He does. Rose got some good control on that. Does touch off Zoricic as he tried to fire the middle. So Olympic haven't been able to get the goal to level things up here at Belmore Sports Ground, which has been an interesting contest. It's been Manley who have played well, but both sides creating chances. Probably Olympic are the ones that are being more of the hungry of the two, and I say that in a way that Olympic know they're down 1-0. How important this game is, because you'd love to win all your games now that you need to make sure you're back in this competition next year. Obviously, Olympic, we know that they'll be involved in the National Second Division if it does happen in 25. That's what we're waiting for. There's possession on the right side for Much, who goes back to Gordon. Gordon utilising McElhatton. Gordon again will have possession. Politis. Duricic. Simmons. Marjok. Will he go himself here? He's got support, but again, as Pele clears it, he probably left it a little bit too late before he made his option as Kikaris gets back up. He was challenged by Much. Not much in that one as Manley again coming back to the left. It's Pele with possession. He'll have to look at his option here. He works it towards a far post, punched away by Noah James. Rose will come back for it. As the next train to Liverpool goes by. And for those thinking, how do I know if it's Liverpool? I actually got the binoculars on it to make sure. That's the weird fascination I have with trains going by. Trains and planes. Just need the automobiles. Much heads it. Kikaris trying to spear across. He can't. Kikaris works it back in. Pele. Belcardi. Working it right. Good work Perez, but Belcardi can't control. Simmons. McElhatton over halfway. Oh, the header by Pele is going to make a good effort here, because yes, I know it's a throw for Olympic, but at least it gets Manley back rid of the goers. Parkhouse worked it on. Varkas, it's speared off Pele, goes back to Parkhouse, who works it in. Leaping high is Levi K. He's done it again. As we'll see, Levi K trying to get up here. He's on the ground. McMackey checking to see if he's okay. And he's right to go now. So Olympic have it on this right side. Much on the inside. He tried to find O'Donovan, but no control by Roy. Still a goalie. Pressure by Marjok. Aganovic. Ball by Kieran Paul. Manley trying to work it up the middle. Their ball now. So the throw on the eastern side of Belmore. Was a happening game. Only be 1-0 to Manley, but still plenty to offer up in this. Last time these two sides played at Belmore was a draw. It was 2-2 here last year. Only one here in 2022. 1-0 on that occasion. There's now Parkhouse was trying to find his supporter in the middle. At the end, it's won by Manley. Coop. Ooh, good work by Zoricic, able to get a flick on that. Finds his keeper. Noah James. Now Ziggy Gordon going to Zoricic. To note as well, Kikeris, he's now scored his 5th goal of the season for Manley. Now he's solely the lead goal scorer heading into the game tonight. Him and Miguel Bowser were at 4 each. That changes, of course, with the goal to Peter Kikeris as the foul goes the way of Olympic. And Beck Mackey saying, let's settle this. Let's go back to where it should be done. I think Marchuk wanted to go quickly. Here's a chance for Manley to make sure Olympic don't score, because this could be their perfect moment. So now, this from about 30 yards from goal. It's worked into the slot. It comes down. Parkhouse trying to work it back. Taken down this challenge is Simmons. Has been called. What a lovely chance for Manley, or for Olympic again, to penetrate a goal, because they had been looking and searching. Parkhouse will take this. Parkhouse on the angle, but about 20 yards from goal. Five in from this Western touch. Maybe 6 to be exact. Parkhouse. Look for the swing. Touch off O'Donovan, but goes out for a goal kick. It's always going over the bar, but O'Donovan did get a touch onto it. Under 5 minutes remaining in this first half. Nicholas Kipniak with you. Football New South Wales on YouTube. Your favourite website starting with the word you. And all the content this year for Football New South Wales. Jump on it. Subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can ask for some, all, or none, but hit all. That's the one I recommend. That's what Uncle Nick tells you. Anyway, on that note, it's time for Olympic as they get the foul going their way. It's a game where you probably expect Olympic to get one before the break, but you don't know, because they haven't played that bad, Manly, or when I always say that bad, they haven't attacked as much as you probably would expect, but in saying that, it's 1-0. They know what the job is, and that's to get a win away from home. If they need to park the bus, they will. As Bilcardi works it on, and Coop couldn't get into the field of play. Ball will go out for an Olympic ball. Throw to be taken by Much. McElhatton. Parkhouse. Oh, got a reflection of Rose. And it's played on by Simmons. Zoricic works it on. Lovely opportunity for Olympic again as Zoricic has it. He'll have to work it back. He's got Simmons. Go forward. He also had Varkas, who utilised the first time. Simmons. And he's taken down the challenge by the Manley defender, Paul. Perez, I should say. It was Perez. He's now Chance for Olympic to look to go forward on this right side. Parkhouse can't get to it. Parkhouse tried the second time, but the ball did go out. Surprising, though, that it will be a throw to Manley. I thought that was close to going out for a goal kick, but anyway. So that's had enough, didn't it? Very interesting. 2 minutes at hand, regulation time, first half. Here at Belmore Sports Ground. Gordon, Politis, Zoricic, Politis again. Gordon. Over halfway. Vargas spearing it, but again the save is made. Levi Kay. He boots it over halfway. McElhatton back. Zoricic utilising James. Gordon. Politis. He's got Zoricic. Politis again. Parkhouse. Swap sides with Vargas. Vargas now. Vargas. Even Parkhouse had a chance. Then McElhatton speared it back. He played straight back to Zoricic, and now it's McElhatton. Simmons able to work it on. Much. He's got Simmons back if he needs him. Beats Kikaris, then knocks it to Parkhouse, and Parkhouse again. Kikaris could work. And then from behind, Parkhouse gives away a silly foul, to be honest. You probably didn't need to do that. As injury time for the first half will be... well, can't tell you because... there we go, 2 minutes. It's just been shown. I was waiting for it to spin around the globe like you normally see from the fourth official, but what he's done, and I actually don't mind, he's actually decided, instead of him turning around, just flip the board over in front of him, then show it behind, which is not a bad option, I've got to be honest. Oh. Being silly. That's what my name is, Silly Billy. Anyway. Levi Kay. Over halfway. The header by Gordon. Coming down. He's one of those. Donovan. Touches off Manley. Will be a throw. This side of the ground. Taken by Much. Again, touched off Pele. This is a glorious opportunity for Olympic before the break. O'Donovan wanted to catch Manley napping, but it will be William Much to take the throw. Much again will be looking to work it. He has options. Much decides to go to Marjock. Marjock again going back. Goes past Parkhouse. McElhatton trying to win it. Pele's touched it out. Will be a throw again near side of the stadium. Here at Belmore, it's 1-0. Manley lead. Kikaris, the goal scorer, off a penalty. Simmons again. He's good support. Politis. Zoricic is wide. Utilises him. He's got support. Vargas is there, but he decides to work into the 18-yard box. Marshall couldn't get to it. Comes back down. Kikaris has beaten Much, trying to take a shot. Bounces off Belcardi. McElhatton again. Going down this right side. Spears it back in. Nice touch, O'Donovan. Marjock's got a chance, but couldn't hold the possession. Goes out for a goal kick. As it all settles. So 2 minutes of additional time was added on. I think this will be the final play of the first half. Imagine anyway. So, boots it over halfway, Levi K. Maybe we'll have a bit of play in this. Rose. Coop can't get to it. Ball goes out. Whistle blown. Half-time. Half-time 1-0 between Manley and Sydney Olympic. Peter Kakaris, the difference. Penalty goal in the 4th minute. That gives Manley that 1-0 advantage. Around the grounds we go. On Football New South Wales on YouTube. 1-0 Sydney United, 58 leads Sutherland. And we can tell you that at half-time, Mariners 0, Spirit 0, but Spirit are down a man, a red card given. Earlier today, Wollongong defeated Wanderers 2-0. And last night, it was a win to Marconi, defeating the Sydney FC side 4-0. And tonight, Blacktown and St George City do battle at 7 p.m. A game in progress as well that I haven't mentioned. Apia and St George FC. No score after 19 minutes. That's what's happening in tonight's action. We'll take a break on Football New South Wales on YouTube. Come back on the other side for the second half. It's 1-0 Manly lead off the back of a Peter Kakaris penalty. Back at Billwall Sports Ground, half-time, it is 1-0. Sydney Olympic trailing Manley United. Peter Kickoff, the goal scorer for Manley off the penalty. Been an exciting first half, I've got to say. Sydney Olympic have had chances to level things up, but they haven't yet. Around the grounds quickly for scores. We can tell you Apia leads St George FC 2-0 after 35 minutes. And in the match between Mariners and Spirit, second half is underway. 50 minutes in, no score. And Sutherland trails Sydney United 58-1-0. Earlier before Wollongong defeating Wanderers 2-0. Great call by Eric Subiamo. I'll get that right. Eric Subiano. I tried to just trick myself and I failed miserably. I was just going to say he's actually at Blacktown Football Park tomorrow, not Cromer. I thought that Manly and Spartans were playing at Cromer, but it is at Blacktown Football Park. He's actually camping out now in Rudy Hill because he was at Wanderers today. He's at Blacktown tomorrow. He might as well sleep in the tent or sleep in the container. Actually, that's an option. Sleep in the shipping container. Anyway, second half is about to start. We'll focus on the football. Olympic know how important it is to get a goal back in the early stages of their second half and potentially get the go-ahead goal they need. Because, as I was saying at the start of the broadcast, that for both sides, if they win today, they pretty much retain their spot in the competition next year. It looks likely that both sides will be in there, but just would love to have the bank already ready to go for next season to make sure that you've cemented your path into the 2025 season. Obviously, with Olympic, it's a bit of a conundrum because we know they'll probably be playing next year in the National Second Division if that goes ahead. So it's all dependent on that, but regardless, you still want to make sure if the second division doesn't get up next year, and Olympic still playing the top flight, and obviously Manly will want to make sure they're still in this number one competition for men's football in New South Wales. So Rose working it up the line. Fine Coop, it's played back from Gordon. Now James working it deep, and the ball goes out for a throw on this western side to be taken by Kieran Paul. KP throws it. Rose back to KP and then Rose. And then Perez works up the line too deep for Kieran Paul to get to it. Blacktown and St George City tonight is our sole 7 p.m. game. Looking forward to that. There's the ball. Oh, O'Donovan was trying to catch Levi K, but Levi's going, well, mate, you can't catch me. He took that nicely. I was going to say it was Warwick Kappa-esque, but with their hair, a bit of Warwick Kappa. Yote. No, I don't know why I went back to Warwick Kappa in the 80s, but that's what the hair's reminded me of. Bit of Levi K, Warwick Kappa. Anyway, the ball goes over halfway. Titus played it straight to Peter Kickoff, and Kickoff was trying to chip it over the top of Gordon. Couldn't. Comes down. So, chance once more for Olympic to settle things with this throw to be taken by Zoricic. Down this western side. It's touched off Olympic last. Jock. On the field. It's had a good game so far. Michael Hatton going across. Much. He's got support on his outside. So go back inside here. It's not a bad option when you think about it. Doesn't quite work. Just trying to get onto it. Marjok did touch off Manley last in transition. Also to note for those who are eagle eye, going, Tarkhouse has taken the long sleeves off, and he's just got the shirt, rocking the shirt in the second half. Of course, their skins, not long sleeves jerseys. Foul actually went the way of Olympic, in fact. It was foul, not a throw. I did see the ball go out, but it was, of course, a foul called will be taken by Adam Parkhouse. Left foot, end swinger. Push down, Kay trying to clear it. Rose out of it straight towards Parkhouse, who tried to get across in. Touches off Rose again. Will be a corner on that northeastern side. Short he goes. Interesting by Parkhouse. The move will pay off dividends, maybe. It's heading away by by Manley, but still a chance. Deep ball that Parkhouse was trying to get onto from Zoricic. Ball goes out for a goal kick. Going back to my point, and I've made this a few times, obviously no long sleeves jerseys anymore. They all wear the skins. It's a shame. I miss the old long sleeves. Remember the old days watching the Premier League with the long sleeve shirts? And they were always baggy. I miss the baggy shirts back in the day. Especially always the Newcastle United one looked like the baggiest of the bunch. I don't know why, but they always did. McElhatton works it on, but it goes back to Levi Kay. And as I said, I'm a jersey fancier. I do love a jersey, and I love talking about jerseys. Something about it. That and car liveries. Two of my favourite passions in sport. Makes no sense, but anyway. I'm not a designer. As Manley will be looking to design something. Spiligoi back to Levi Kay. Belcardi shipping it down the left side. Moved it on, Pillow. And now, that ball, I think, has it gone out by a millimetre if so. Keras was trying to run along down that eastern side of the ground. Not to be. Get it down by McElhatton. He's going to have possession again. McElhatton from the much pass. There's O'Donovan. Jacques. Coop working it back. So Manley leading this one 1-0. Peter Kikeris, the goal scorer for those just tuning in. Belcardi over halfway. He's got support. Kikeris is on his left deep. He had support in Rosello. Used neither, and Olympic end up with the ball. Ziggy Gordon winning the foul. 1-0 still that score between Sydney United 58 and Sutherland. The action going on there at Seymour Shore. 3-0 Apia leads St George FC after 42. No score between Mariners and Spirit after 57. As now Pele works it on. A chance for Rose. It does touch off Olympic. Ball's going to spear back here in the direction of Varkas. Michael Varkas couldn't hold court. It's Rose with it now. Rose will be looking to go back. He does so. And again, it's a chance for Perez. He couldn't find the target in Coop. It's now down the right side. It's Parkhouse who's going forward down the right side of the ground. It's been won by Manley. Belcardi did the work. Perez now chips it forward. It's headed down. Work by Paul is spearing it down this left side. Zoricic, and the ball does go out for a throw. This western side of Belmore Sports Ground. Tonight, Blacktown City take on St George FC, St George City, I should say. St George FC trailing Apia at the moment 3-0. Wollongong, by the way, defeated Wanderers 2-0. And last night could win by Marconi 4-0 in their win against Sydney FC. Sydney FC well and truly having to do a lot of work now. They're likely to be in that relegation. I keep on saying reg. I know I mean to say rel. I always go reg. I don't know why. Relegation is the word. Keras works it on. Rosello tried to work it on, but again, Olympic getting a touch last. Ball goes out for a throw. So they're in that pro-rel situation, and you don't want to be in that situation. Sydney FC, of course, for many, many years have been involved in the NPL men's since 2017 in the top division. Great shame to see them go. But it will order some change with this season that's been, if that is the case. And Mariners, of course, as well, who came in last year, who will be back in the second competition for the meantime. As I said, still plenty of water under the bridge, and if they get the win today, Spirit, by the way, are a man down, anything could happen. Kickoff, in the meantime, has it on the left. Kickoff will be looking to beat Varkas, and then he spears it onto the right side. Rose couldn't get to it. It's played back, and I don't know, Kieran Paul, that wasn't the greatest of options. Marjok now trying to work it forward. Marjok, has he got support? No, he doesn't. And Pele has it. He's taken down by Marjok. Foul goes the way of Manley. 10 shy of the halfway. So the ball down this right side. Rose can't get to it. And it's played out for a throw on this near side. Next week, Manley. They play at home against Hills at Cromer Park. That is Friday night under lights. And I think Eric is calling that. I get confused. He lives between Cromer Park and Rudy Hill now, it sounds like. Anyway. Parkhouse works it back. Good to be here at Belmore. I love coming to Belmore Sports Ground. It's one of my favourite venues. Actually, they're all my favourite venues, to be honest. I love going to any ground. As the ball spears across the Parkhouse. He couldn't control it. It goes back to McElhatton. McElhatton low. The end save by Levi Kay. Levi says to Sam McElhatton, today is not your day. 1-0. Keris the goal scorer. Cardi feeds it on. Rose can't get to it. Played down by Zoricic. About to come on is Qual. So about to see Qual make his way on 10. Who he comes on for. Cardi's got Kickoff on his left. He goes himself. Simmons played to the cross, and it was won again by Kickoff. And Kickoff crosses it in. It's a chance, but no, he can't get to it in Coop. Trying to head it down Marshall. The ball drops back. It's got to be a shot, surely, at some point. As Paul works it back inside. Rose, nice touch. Olympic, great work again. Peter Politis had to do some work as Bill Carty shot, and then, the flag is up. The flag did go up. He was offside for a brief portion. Would have been a Coop goal. There's a substitution about to be made.
Substitution.
So, Ten Qual comes on for Marjok. That makes the substitution for Olympic. An important one tonight. Ten Qual, very good player, of course. Ex-Wanderer. Goulburn Valley youth boy, so let's see what he can do. 21 years of age. Ten Qual. Have a look at the sights of Belmore Sports Ground as the ball does go out for a throw on the near side. As I said, it's one of my favourites. I keep on saying every ground's my favourite, to be honest. I love going to any venue. It's about just going to sport. I love going to any sport. Gordon plays it back. Really, if you get into broadcasting, especially sports broadcasting, you have to love it. You have to love it. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it, because you can make a fool out of yourself. Let's see what they can do here. Ball was worked in. Quayle couldn't get to it. At the end, the ball does go out. Touch off Olympic last. I think there was a touch off Quayle in that situation, and Levi K just trying to make the save. It may have went through him, to be honest. I want to have a look at the replay, or at least the vision coming through of it. Quayle tried to get to it and does touch off Levi K, and then goes off Olympic last, so Quayle actually gets a touch on it, to be exact. The ball goes down the right side. Rose can't control. 1-0 full-time score. Sydney United 58, defeating Sutherland. So United, big win for them, and Sutherland go back to the drawing board for the meantime. Substitute for Manley. Bouger coming on for Ben Coop. So Coop off. Mariners and Spirit are doing battle at the moment. It was nil-all a short time ago. Keep an eye on that game as the Olympic trying to go forward. Parkhouse. And it will be a Manly ball. Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on this Mariners game against Spirit. Mariners lead 1-0, so they've scored a goal, Mariners, in the last couple of minutes. That's going to be a massive result for them. Massive result.
Substitution for Manley United. Coming on, or coming off on the 9, Benjamin Coop. He was replaced by
Kakiris down the left wing. McElhatton. Quayle. Good ball on. Varkas works it in. O'Donovan! Yes! Roy O'Donovan! Kay trying to make the save. But ROD is there. And it's 1-1. Olympic and Manley. Well, the ball was nice. Kay tried to be large, but he couldn't. Roy O'Donovan gets the goal, and it's 1-1. Parity has been restored. Fascinating now, this next 28 minutes or so. Olympic have made it even Stevens. Spiligoy works it deep to the left. Got himself in a great spot, didn't he? Really did. It's impressive, Roy O'Donovan. But that ball in by Varkas, it's a delicious ball. But now, speaking about delicious, it's time for Manley to offer something to get the lead again. It's one game that, I've got to say, a lot of people go, oh, this game doesn't mean much. Well, as I said, it's about banking your points for to make sure you're there next year. As Bumblejay works it back in, Kieran Paul, and I know some people say as Bumblejay works it in, Rosello back to Bumblejay. Bumblejay will have a shot himself. Olympic able to clear it. Gordon, good work. And Gordon will be looking to work it over halfway. He can't. 10 Quayle's got it. Quayle going forward. Good work, O'Donovan. Back to Quayle. Quayle, can he control? No, he can't. And Manley will be able to work it up the line. Ball drops down. Perez down this right side. Bumblejay back to Perez. He goes to Belcardi. Belcardi circulating it back. Spiligoy has to control. Spiligoy taking down the challenge. Good work again by Parkhouse, who cuts back inside. Parkhouse trying to have a shot. It bounces off Agunovic. Varkas is there. Can he offer up a ball? Varkas, he goes himself, he works it back. It's Parkhouse, has a left foot shot. It deviates. It goes back to McElhatton. He goes, it deviates again off Alan Aganovich. And now Manley have possession. A chance once again as Rose utilises Bambouget. Now Bambouget, he goes himself. Can he cut it back inside? He works it in. Olympic trying to clear it through Politis. Taken down as Qual, and we can settle down. We've got 25 minutes of this. And this is very exciting. This is a very exciting game heating up here at Belmore Sports Ground. Hope you're enjoying this one. If they can hold court here, Olympic can set up another chance. Ball back inside by Much. It does touch off Manley, and it will be a corner on the northeastern side, the train line side of the ground. We saw one earlier go to Liverpool. Don't know why that's important, but it is anyway. McElhatton to take the corner. Bodies will be there in the 18-yard box. Donovan's in the 6. Outswinger, McElhatton. Ganovich heads it. It's controlled again by Gordon. Touches off Belcardi. Will be a throw for Olympic. Qual works it back. Parkhouse drops down. McElhatton deviates. Chance by Simmons. Well. Substitution being made. Coming on is Burgess. Coming off is McElhatton. It'll be Burgess who'll be wanting to get himself in position to take the corner. He's got Parkhouse short on his right. Gordon will be around the 6-yard box. Corner fired in by Burgess. Nobody could get the connection on the far post. Qual, he's got room. He crosses it in. Saved by Kay. Comes back in position. Hit of the way by Spilagoy. It drops down. Rosello down the left side. Here come Manley again. Kakaris. Rosello. Oh, good tackle. I thought anyway, but they're going to call the foul. Maybe just a little bit too much by Peter Politis. I thought that was just okay. Probably a closer inspection. Just missed the fine line. Just having a look now as Manley were rolling forward. He comes across to make the challenge, Peter Politis. Yeah, right call made by Beck Mackey. A card and a foul given. It's always funny when you watch it first time, you think, oh, there wasn't much in it, but the second look, right call was made as Olympic will get the goal kick. See, the hands up were straight away for Olympic to make sure the ball goes their way. Varkas is on the right side. Burgess is playing on the left. Swap positions again. We saw that in the first half and again in the second. Belmore Sports Ground where it is. 1-1. Roy O'Donovan, the equaliser for Sydney Olympic. And this season, Roy has got 13 goals. 13 this season for ROD. Now, it's worked over halfway by Noah James. Drops down. Here's a chance again for Olympic. Oh, the shot by Varkas. Manley trying to clear. Varkas will try to get back to it. Ball drops down. He's going to have a shot. No, he works it in. Oh, Roy O'Donovan! That's the tag team. Varkas and O'Donovan. They did it before. They do it again. Sydney Olympic are on their way. What about that? What about that one? Goes up in 2 today. Roy O'Donovan's got 14 goals now. And the Olympic supporters here are starting to make big noise. Saxon Hillier is about to come on. Bill Cardi is off. That's the Manley substitution. What about this? It's 2-1 Olympic. It was 1-0 half-time, the Manley. Well, if you are an Olympic supporter, though, you'd be nervous because Manley could come back quick as attack. As now, Manley working it right. So working the 70th minute at Belmore Sports Ground, where it's 2-1. Roy O'Donovan, 2 goals for Sydney Olympic, and 1 goal for Peter Kickoff. All goals have happened on the left of the screen, or the northern end of Belmore Sports Ground. Rosello trying to work it forward. It's played down by Gordon. Comes across now for Varkas. Varkas again, trying to squeeze it. Gunovich gets his body in the way again, which he does very well. Gunovich, Hillier back, Perez. Manley on the dance floor again. Kay. Sviligui, right. Ooh. Didn't quite work when he was trying to do Kieran Paul. There's now Burgess. O'Donovan's offside. O'Donovan was offside. Good to see Roy O'Donovan getting 2 goals. Don't forget tonight, you've got a beauty, Blacktown and St George City. That'll be coming your way. In the broadcast box will be Alexander Molchanov. I'll call him Alexander. I don't know why I even went Alexander on that occasion, but anyway, the pretty boy, he'll be there calling all the action. Oh, pretty boy. It's a good bloke. I keep on giving it to him, but he's a good bloke. He's a sensational bloke. His father's better, but still, he's a good bloke. Anyway, Noah James. He's got something to inspire to be. Ball over halfway. Nobody wants to inspire to be like me. Ball goes past Quallen. The flag was up again. The flag was up, but Roy nearly had a hattie. But not to be. Anyway, I'd like to see the kids that are here to get their hats ready and throw them on the ground if there is a hat trick. That's the old thing. I know it's a hockey thing, ice hockey, but when it's a hat trick in ice hockey, you throw your hats because it's hats off sort of thing, right? A hat trick, right? But it's cool. It's a really cool thing. But I'd want my hat back. I know it sounds stupid, but I'll be more concerned about losing my hat if he did something like that. Anyway, the ball's over halfway. Rosello looking to work it forward. Here's Saxon Hillier. Hillier's got support. Kikeris has got it. Ricochets off Olympic. Pele now will come back for it. Goes back. And the pass by Perez. Rosello, Kikeris, I should say Pele, not Rosello. Rosello was calling it on this centre field. He wants it. But they're not going to go his way at the moment. Now Hilly up. Rosello. Hilly up. Kikeris. Able to get away off one. Ball goes back to Pele. Again, a chance for Gunovich to work it to Sviligui. Sviligui up the middle. It's been won by Parkhouse. Parkhouse taken by Bumbleshay. The foul will be given. No, it won't. To the chagrin of the crowd, I thought it was going to be called. It wasn't. Went off premature in that situation. Interesting. What's going to happen here? There's a play on the ground for Olympic. Play does continue. Rose won't get to it. Gordon says, let's settle it down, as now on the ground here is Simmons. Next train goes by. As we look at Simmons, there's going to be a triple change too for Manly United. Joey Fox about to come on, as well as Oliver Burden and Miguel Bowser. That's the triple change. Svilagoy is the first man to make his way off. Fox replaces him. Rose is the next bloke. Burden will replace him. And the third player will be Kikeris. And it will be... Well, actually, technically Bowser... Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Bowser comes on anyway, but Kikeris comes off. That's the key thing. There's... Back up right. Going off the field to come back on. The usual tradition. In situations like this is Jack Simmons. Could be a double change too for Sydney Olympic coming up. Seeing a couple of players come up. And yep, Michael Classic to make his return. Classic, of course, spent some time overseas. Sherpa Hang, who's playing it. Here he is. Classic is on. And also coming on is Ollie Pufflin. So there's your double change. And off the field, not even coming back on, was Simmons. His day done as Varkas has a seat. He's played well. Changed that combination. It was very good today. Very cool between him and O'Donovan. The last 5-10 minutes, it's done to really getting good. Talk about getting good. This one starting to heat up. Good ball on by Classic. Good touch too. Burgess was able to work it on. No control, but it goes to Qual. Qual might have a shot himself. He works it wide. Parkhouse. Can he cut back inside? Lobs. No, that's not the option. The ball goes out for a goal kick. It wasn't the option.
Coming off, number 3, Zach Svilagoy. Number 11, Connor Rose. Number 7, Peter Harris. And they were replaced by number 8, Joseph Fox. Number 26, Oliver Burden. And number 12, Miguel Bowser.
Substitutions being announced to the crowd here at Belmore Sports Ground. Joey Russo, our journo today, will be doing all the work. Good bloke, Joey. Classic's photo now has popped up on the big screen. Great to see the big screen used in use here, I should say, in Belmore. Such a great facility for sports grounds. It's great that we can have football here. Coming out, we broadcast basically from halfway. We work from the camera platform here. I actually like working out in the open at this venue. They've got height and distance right here. You're not low, you're not completely high, but I do like being high in the air calling games. The only thing is, when you're back at the grandstand at Belmore, to explain, it's probably another 25 metres back, but because you're even back further, you've got to have the big binoculars, because otherwise you can't lose it. It's almost like being at the MCG, that sort of situation. For those who have been at Belmore before, they'll understand what I'm trying to get at. By the way, around the grounds we go. 2-0, Mariners lead Spirit after 83 minutes. That game coming away from Plume Park. Peter Pryor is calling the action. While we can tell you it's Apia 3, St George FC 0 after 54 minutes of that game. And full-time, Sydney United 58 defeating Sutherland 1-0. Wollongong and Wanderers, full-time Wollongong winning that 2-0 at Wanderers Football Park. Good call by Eric Subiano, who called that very well. We can tell you tonight, Blacktown play St George City in about 15 minutes from now, 17 minutes to be exact. That's going to be a cracking fixture. As winning the ball is Qual. Oh, no, it's been called against. Beck Mackey wasn't happy with the challenge. She's called a Manley ball. The Quoll would have been off and running. Just watching the incident come through on the pictures, Football New South Wales on YouTube where you see it. Yeah, I think Becca's got that right. Quoll was trying to challenge, and yeah, I can see the reason why it was called a challenge on Perez. So McMackey on the spot there. It would have been a glorious chance for Olympic to seal the deal. Inside 11 minutes regulation time, Belmore Sports Ground, 2-1 the score. O'Donovan a brace. And Kikaris a goal as well. So Manley is now, they're on the attack. What can they offer up here as Burden gets himself involved? This is Manley. A dangerous opportunity. Bowser goes back to him from the Rosillo pass. Sexton Hillier will be calling for it, but Fox decided to go left. To Pele, back to Fox, and then he works on the Bumblejay, can't control. And the ball goes out for a goal kick. We watch in earnest as we've just seen a goal. Spirit have suffered yet another goal. Mariners are leading 3-0. Mariners, actually, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Mariners scored that goal. I'm getting confused with the jerseys, I'm going to be honest. Because Spirit's actually wearing a away jersey I haven't seen before. It's actually not a bad kid, to be honest. But 3-0. Central Coast Mariners just scoring a goal there. Seal the deal at Plume Park. And I think Peter Pryor is, he's excited. He's excited. Mariners winning a vital game. That ladder is interesting now. I'd like to see this live ladder because if I'm not mistaken, if they win that today, yeah, they're on 15 points. We'll get back to that in a second. O'Donovan chips it wide. Couldn't find the target of Burgess. The ball drops back to Burgess, who will work it back. Here's Much. Back to Burgess. They've got support here. Up the middle. Here's Pufflet. Pufflet. Pufflet, can he get a cross in? Pufflet can't get a cross in. Olympic, they're dangerous here. They're dangerous in this situation. Burgess coming back. Much. They've given away the ball. The foul goes, though, to Olympic. There's that train, by the way, going to Redfern. Yes, I did get the binoculars on at the gate. I did have to look. Oh. Planes, trains, and automobiles. That could be a series that we can cover. Going every game by a train. We'll get to that story in a second, or at least public transport. Olympic working it to the left. Ball that doesn't really work from Zoricic. Yeah, so back to the story I've got. So there's actually a Wollongong Wolves supporter that rocks up to every Wolves game, home and away, but he does it via public transport. That is not a joke. He does the public transport thing for every game. Every game. And I've seen the detail because he actually checks what time he needs to get there, what time when he leaves, what platform he needs to be on, what bus and all of that. So he's got the routes and that covered. I've seen it. Like when he went from Wollongong to Manly, I've seen the sheet of paper and the amount of effort this bloke does. And that's what we want, football fans. We should have an award, right, to the most passionate fan of the year in NPL. As O'Donovan, besides the fact he was offside, he was always not going to get the ball. He was trying to work it on. Pele comes back eventually to March. March working it down the right side. So this game continues to build. Olympic need one more goal to seal the deal. O'Donovan's ball to Parkhouse. Parkhouse, Kay could save. And now it's Pele, who's got a chance to go forward. Down the right wing. Oh, he was taken down by O'Donovan. Foul is called. Well, we could in a moment be level pegging, I think. I think Manley might get an equaliser here. I think they're well and truly in the possibility of getting an equaliser. By the way, scores around the grounds. As I mentioned, Mariners lead 3-0 against Spirit. We can tell you that St George are down 3-0 against Apia. So Apia leading that game is now down the right corridor. Manley couldn't do much with it, but Manley will have to be careful here because Olympic can be dangerous in this situation. O'Donovan chips it up. It's a chance building here. He was running onto a pufflet. He didn't get to it. It was Quayle. Quayle gets himself in good space. No. What could have been a good goal, but not to be for Sydney Olympic. Well, it's building. I think there is definitely one more goal in this game. The question will be, who will it be for? As both sides know, this is the bank game. You win this, and you can pretty much bank that you're back here next year in NPL Men's New South Wales. Even though it's probably clear that they won't be in the relegation race, you just want to confirm that this situation when, like, you got to think about it. Olympic, who will be on 29 points if they do win, at least they are 14 points away from last and 11 away from pro-relegation. Whereas now Manley trying to squeeze something. Well, they're really trying here. It wasn't a bad effort, but just couldn't get the shot he was looking for. Burden. Oliver Burden. All right. So Olympic will get the ball back here. Next week, Sydney Olympic, they take on Wollongong at WIN Stadium. That's an important game to note as well. I was having a look earlier before. That game, it's a big day for Wollongong. It's going to be, it's called the Kids Wish Charity Match. So 1 o'clock for the under-20s, 3 o'clock for the men's. That's next Sunday at WIN Stadium. I'll read more about that in a second. Here's a chance for Parkhouse. Can he get a cross in? He does, Kay. He spears it down. He does make the save. But O'Donovan was trying to get onto the end of it. Couldn't. Now Bumbouget. He has it on the right. He works it in. Chance building for Bowser. They're taken down with Hillier. Foul does go Manley's way. Ooh. Could be a big moment. So a big day at WIN Stadium next week. As I said, for more information, jump online. The Wolves will have information on their Facebook page. The Kids Wish Charity Match, it is Wolves and Olympic next week, July 7th at WIN Stadium, Wollongong. As now Manley building a chance here. You got the feeling they can get an equaliser in this moment. There is an equaliser building. Burton couldn't do much with it. Quayle. The counter's on for Olympic. He's got support. O'Donovan's going, well, that wasn't what we planned. That didn't quite work. Okay, under 2 minutes regulation time. Second half action coming away from Belmore Sports Ground. Repeating, O'Donovan a brace. Kakaris, the sole goal for Manley. It was a penalty as well. Foul called. Pele was taken down. They do quickly go again here. Manley. Paul working it right to Burden. Burden back on the inside. Paul can't get to it. Good work, Bowser. He spares himself in good space. It does reflect off Olympic, and it will go out for a throw on this near side for Manley. 65 seconds, regulation time, second half action. There's now Fox. Again, Fox. Burden couldn't get to it. The ball goes out for a throw near side of Belmore. 3-0, Mariners lead Spirit, and I think that is the game. We're in injury time now. Yep, full time. They've got that in the bag. Mariners, that's a massive win. They might get themselves out of the, well, at least the instant relegation in 16th place. If that's the case, good on them, because they've worked bloody hard in the last couple of weeks or so. They've really worked hard. Mariners, good second half of the year. We'll cover them in a few weeks. They actually played Olympic as a yellow card given. Parkhouse not happy, but it is what it is. We'll see the incident here. Just intriguing. Why give away those in that situation? But I suppose they'll both go for the ball. Parkhouse doesn't get himself in the right spot. Yeah. We can't give it. 4 minutes of additional time have been added on. Apia, by the way, leading St George FC 3-0 after 65 and a half, is now punched away by Noah James. Still alive for Manley. Though he's going to clear this is Orachich, or he tries to anyway. That goes out, western side of the ground, throw. Manley, a goal. Is it coming here? We watch as Saxon Hillier works it back inside. Oh, he couldn't do anything with it, Bowser. Now Quayle goes forward. Oh, there were so many players on him. Pillow made the tackle. The ball goes back to Kay. Play will continue as Quayle is still on his haunches. He gets back up eventually. Is now spinning around, looking for space. Bowser, he's got support. Can he utilise it? He decides to work it right. It's Kieran Paul who works it towards the far post. Bounces down. Bouger will have to go back for it. He's got support. He goes back to Pello. He's on the ground, Quayle. Play does continue. We'll keep an eye here. Fox works it across. Paul trying to cross it in. Does play out. It was good work by Sydney Olympic at the back. That's what you expect. Played well today, Parkhouse, but we are waiting now on Quayle. Quayle is injured here. In the circle and halfway, as you can see on the monitor in front of you, he's on the ground. He's not great. It's off that incident that he's still on the ground. So that's the situation. We'll wait. As a goal has been scored by Apia in the meantime. Apia have just scored a goal. Segreto looks like the goal scorer. Apia 4, St George 0. St George FC, that is. So Stewart's scored the opening goal for Apia, but the fourth goal, Segreto. Just watching that game coming through 4-0. They leave that Apia. Corner to be taken on this near side. Manley. There are hopes still of getting the draw. It's fired in. Much is hoping that it clears. It doesn't quite. It is played out by Much. Bowser will take the throw. Manley. Can they get the equaliser? Hillier going left. Bambouge, 20 yards from goal. Chips it into position. Punched away by Noah James. Well, the good thing is it's a corner for Manley. Manley, can they get the equaliser? We're in the 4th minute of injury time, but remember, we had Quoll down. Bouncer takes the corner. Couldn't get the head off Fox. Bounces back. Hillier couldn't get a clear header. Played away by Olympic. It's Kane, who's way outside his box. Oh, he's given it straight to Parkhouse. Parkhouse doesn't shoot. He does work it across. O'Donovan's got an open net. He has a go himself. He's missed the open net. He's missed the open net attempt. The fans want the whistle. Labano Haliti wants the whistle. Olympic, have they got the win? Or can Manley get a draw here? You can hear the whistles in the background. Nothing yet. We've still got a bit of time. Remember, Quoll was taken down. That wasted at least a minute. Maybe 2. We're in the 95th, about to be the 96th. That's the whistle. Sydney Olympic have won 2-1 off the back of Roy O'Donovan, a brace by him, but also Michael Varkas, who did the assist, who runs onto the field quite quickly with a bit of pushies and shovesies going around. But Sydney Olympic have pretty much made sure they're back next year in NPL Men's New South Wales. That's probably the bank they needed right there to get them through. Plenty of time, as I said, but that probably is enough. So let's quickly go through some important information. Next week, Olympic will take on Wollongong at Wynn. Then they play at Cogra against the Mariners. They have Rockdale and Cogra as well. Then Spirit and Christie Park. That's their month, and they may have a game against Apia. We're waiting on confirmation about that. While Manly, their next month goes like this. They play Hills at Cromer on Friday night. Eric Subiano will call that. Wanderers Manly at Wanderers Football Park. That's the week after. Then Manly Marconi Cromer on the 19th. On the 26th, they play Sutherland. That is their month ahead. Now, let me go through scores before we leave you. Last night, Marconi won 4-0 in their game against Sydney FC. We can tell you that the results coming through, Apia's leading 4-0 against St George. I watched that game the last 16 minutes or so. Willie Kay's calling that game, doing a great job. Mariners defeated Spirit 3-0. Sutherland lost to Sydney United 58 1-0. Wanderers lost to Wollongong 2-0. And we can tell you that the other games will be as follows, just getting those up tonight. Blacktown play St George City, that will be called by Alex Smoljanoff, and Rockdale and Hills tomorrow at 3 p.m. Oh, what a great couple of days of football. Remember as well, on Wednesday night, Mariners play Apia. That will be called by Peter Pryor. Oh, the whole team's done a great job today. As I said, Mulchi will be taking us home for the late game between Blacktown and St George City. You can listen to Willie Kay now, Apia and St George. Eric Subiano's done 2 fantastic games. Great job also by Tony Tanus with the match of the round. Nicholas Kutniak signing off. We'll chat to you next week. Looking forward to being at Penshurst Park. I've got the St George City game against Sydney FC. And I'll chat to you next week at Penshurst Park. But we say good evening. And as I said, you've got an option now to go to Apia and St George City or St George FC. Or you can watch St George City and their game against Blacktown City. On behalf of myself, Willie, our camera operator extraordinaire, that's saying, come on, hurry up, go, go, go. Well, we are leaving. We'll chat to you later. Bye-bye for now.